gossip.
Steady gossip.
What's up, world? You're tuned into 423 FM. You already know we've got you covered with your daily dose of celebrity drama. Now let's get into it. Hey, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to the 423. In case you're new here, about 3 weeks ago, I uploaded a video about Gucci Mane claiming that he was banned from The Breakfast Club. Since then, a few things have developed, and since more information keeps coming out, I decided I should probably make another video to cover everything that's happened within the last few weeks. So let's pick up where we left off, and if you haven't seen that first video, I'll include the link in my description. Alright, so after Gucci posted on Instagram that he was banned from The Breakfast Club because he alluded to him and Angela having, we'll call it a romantic past, Angela and DJ Envy went on to deny any rumors of him being banned on the show the next morning. Here's her explanation of what really happened.
So now let's start off with, is Gucci Mane banned? Angela Yee, is Gucci Mane banned? Did you ban Gucci Mane?
No, and I'll tell you, behind the scenes, what really happened is a couple of days ago, somebody hit me up and said Gucci Mane would like to get on the phone with you and have a conversation. And, you know, he wanted to, I guess, apologize for what he did. And I said, look, I don't do that behind the scenes, apologize, and in public you don't. You said something publicly that wasn't true. You should publicly apologize. And that's what happened.
So he called and said he wanted to apologize. And
he didn't call me, but someone called me that represents him.
Oh, and said he wanted to apologize, and you said, yeah, you can apologize, but apologize in public like you went at me in public.
Right, and I told you about that when it happened.
I'm the judge. I don't know anything.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, anyway, so that did happen a couple of days ago, and I actually have those text messages from said person, but I'm not going to put them out there.
Okay, so you have it now.
Yes, so as far as the ban, I said he's welcome to come on the show. I said I'll be traveling a lot because I do have this lip service tour coming up, and I'll be in Detroit next week, and I'll be in Houston next week also. So I might not be there for it, and I also don't trust him. Like, I don't trust he might say something else untrue again, so I don't know that I trust it, but tell him to come up there. I might not be there, and that might be better.
Now, so Gucci Mane is not banned?
No, never banned him.
And you have the receipts with that, the text messages?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even have Gucci Mane's number to text him. So, you know, and look, maybe he thought I texted him. I was looking at some of his old tweets, and when people say, why would Gucci Mane lie? Gucci Mane has had a history of lying. We have these old tweets where he talks about a lot of different women, and I'm not going to repeat them because it's very disrespectful.
I'll repeat them. Give it to me.
But he talks about...
That's part of the court. I have to repeat them.
You want to see it?
This is evidence A, B, and C. I have to repeat them. I have to let the people know because people don't know what you're talking about. What did he say? Can you pass me those tweets, please?
Okay, and make sure you read the last tweet that is on the last page.
Now, this
when
is
you
all
read
alleged?
all of these. No, they're not alleged. He really tweeted these.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe not.
And he did apologize for these tweets after he admitted that he lied.
Okay. He says, me and Waka F Nicki Minaj. That's nothing. All right. Then he said, F Jeezy Tip Gotti, Waka Nicki Minaj. He says, the last one, or the last page, Iggy want to suck my D. I had a threesome with Keisha and a white girl as Coach K in Orlando. Fantasia hit was good. Dro was taking
this is disrespectful.
All right, I'm just reading it. It's not me. I'm just reading it.
Well, anyway, these are all things that Gucci Mane tweeted out himself personally. And then, was there an apology?
He said, I'm addicted to lean, and that ish ain't no joke. I can barely remember all the things I've done and said. However, there's no excuse.
Yet somehow he remembers a text from me where no something involved, but he's saying that I texted, what hotel are you at? But he remembers that.
Basically, Angela says that Gucci Mane was never banned, though she does say that she told his management she doesn't trust him, and if he does come on the show, she probably won't be there because she's touring. She then goes on to say that he used to be on drugs and have a terrible memory, so how would he remember something as trivial as getting a text from Angela over a decade ago? All that went down on October 4th, and after the Breakfast Club host denied Gucci ever being banned, things pretty much died down. On October 17th, Gucci appeared on Everyday Struggle, and there he clarified his initial comments, saying the following.
I appreciate not being banned.
I seen that online recently, man. Were you really, like, actually banned from an outlet?
I don't think I was actually banned. I think they never used the word banned. I think they just declined the interview. Every time I would drop an album, they would say, we declined to interview, you know, we declined the request or whatever. However the label would reach out, they would always decline it. So after it happened so many times that I was like, you know, am I banned from up there? And it was like, basically, you know, every time we say, hey, Gucci want to come up here, you know, it's an album coming out, they always decline. It's because they say they don't feel comfortable, they don't trust me. Well, that's what she said.
His story there seems to line up with what Angela said in her own defense, admitting that nobody quote-unquote banned Gucci, but they didn't exactly invite him back up there either. So you'd think after that everything would be good, and it was, until Charlamagne Tha God sat down for an interview with Gucci, which was published on October 21st. In this interview, of course, the topic of the Breakfast Club ban came up, and Gucci was not backing down from his initial disdain for Angela, and now DJ Envy.
People gonna see this and be like, he must be banned, because why he not in the why he not in the studio? But for the record, he's not banned. I don't even know where that came from.
It came from that punk ass bitch, man. And DJ Envy, he's a pussy too.
Envy did it too?
Envy's pussy, man. Pussy. He was scared, wasn't even scared to come. You know he's scared. Where he at?
I didn't know he was supposed to be here.
He wasn't gonna come. He wasn't gonna come because the day they did that People's Court thing and you wasn't there, he was there. Him and the girl, whatever. So he ain't had the nuts to come after he did that. I knew it. I was gonna confront him too. I was gonna say, hey man, you know, you got something to say to me? I just want to see what he was gonna say. Cause he seemed like he had something he wanted to say to me.
I don't think it's an issue.
So I'm gonna give him his, you know, I'm gonna give him his face to face because I ain't know me and him had no issue. But I do got an issue with him too. I got an issue with him now. I'm gonna step to him. Not saying. Just like he stepped to the people were talking about his wife when they came up there. He confronted them. So I'm gonna confront him about what him and Angela did. And if he come at me wrong, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. But it's just on him. It ain't gonna be his first time getting slapped. I never brought it up. But don't never try to act like you didn't do it. You did. You did.
She said she feel like you disrespected her.
She disrespected herself. She disrespected herself. That's what she did. She just made a big deal out of something. It wasn't even a big deal. She disrespected herself. Now she embarrassed. And now whoever her dude is, he like, damn, you been a freak like that? You telling the dude you want him to hit the bottom of that motherfucker? Deep? You want me to hit the bottom of that motherfucker?
What's wrong with you, man?
That hoe want me to hit the bottom of that motherfucker, ain't it? That would say that shit deep.
They about to be mad at
12 foot motherfucker, ain't it, man?
They gonna be mad at me.
Bottomless pit, man. Man, God damn, that's just like me saying, hey, can you handle this big now? Oh, it's deep. Oh, is it deep? What you think they gonna make a man do? What you telling him that for? You tell a man your pussy deep for what? You just throwing it out there? So you do this all your guests you talk to, you just say, hey, you know how the Asian girls are, right? They got fat pussy, deep pussy.
He never says that him and Angela actually did anything outside of the old interview, but he points out the vulgar things Angela was saying to him in the clip and asks what a man is supposed to think with someone propositioning them so openly. Charlamagne also says that he doesn't know where his co-hosts are, saying Envy was supposed to be there, but I don't think that's true because this is a video in a completely different studio and it was uploaded to Charlamagne's YouTube channel. Plus, after that, Envy responded on Instagram saying that Charlamagne checked with him before he put the interview out, which kind of proves that he didn't run it by his co-host until after it was already done. Obviously, these clips from the interview where Gucci is being what a lot of people would deem as disrespectful toward Angela and Envy made the situation even more complicated, and following it being published, Angela Yee and Charlamagne apparently unfollowed one another. She also liked a tweet saying that damn, Charlamagne Tha God is just a coworker and not a friend. LOL at Angela Yee at DJ Envy, y'all have been warned. Since then, Charlamagne has been getting a ton of backlash for not sticking up for his friends during the interview, but it is becoming pretty clear that these three aren't really friends, but simply work together. Here's what he had to say about the negative comments he's getting for not sticking up for Envy and Yee.
Can you say something about an artist? That artist has every right to respond. He has every right to reply, and you cannot control the narrative of said artist. Like, look, I could have edited plenty of things out of Breakfast Club interviews. Those aren't live. I could have edited Beanie Siegel. I could have edited Fredro Starr. I could have edited Birdman. But why would I do such a thing? Like, if I'm on the radio giving out Donkey the Days and giving my cultural critique of people, who am I to tell that person how to respond or how to reply?
There are probably interviews that you were not at the Breakfast Club where maybe artists had choice words for you.
Definitely. That's absolutely happened before.
And I imagine those choice words were kept in the interview.
Of course.
And you did not personalize that. That's what those people
not at all
felt like saying.
I don't think that any interviewer should be responsible for what an interviewee says.
But do you think you're being held responsible for Gucci's opinions?
Because it's me. If it was if that was any other interviewer in that interview, it wouldn't be an issue. But being that me, Angela, and Envy work together,
you're supposed to protect them or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know where people get that from though. That I'm supposed to protect them. Like, he's an artist. He had an opinion on something that they did. Like, you know, they went on Breakfast Club. They did 20 minutes of Breakfast Club court. They said things about Gucci. They said things about Gucci's wife. You know, or played things that rappers said about Gucci's wife. Gucci had felt the way about that. That's that. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal for anybody to be tripping saying, you know, like, oh, well, Charlamagne shouldn't have done that. Like, no, I am an interviewer. I am a personality, a media personality. My job is to be as biased as possible, which is very hard to do.
Unbiased.
Unbiased as possible. Well, maybe I did say it right the first time. God knows what he's doing. I'm just playing. But it is my job to be as unbiased.
Here's what Brother Leonard is saying.
Shut up. That was a good one.
Hey, I really wanted to hate on you for that. I was like, why would you interrupt this flow? But it was pretty good.
Personally, I get Charlamagne thinking that an interview with an artist is a place to be unbiased, and he didn't want to insert his opinion into Gucci's statement. With that being said, I think the bigger problem with him is the fact that he did the interview in the first place because he knew exactly what he was doing. Gucci releases an album every few weeks. If you really wanted to interview him on your own, you could have done that, but Charlamagne clearly only sat down with him because of this little feud, and to me, that's the shady part of all this. Now, the most recent development here is Angela responding to all of this drama once again, and her proof that she didn't do anything with Gucci is basically calling his old self ugly. She did an interview with 2Fab News this week saying the following about Gucci. I'm just glad the story didn't end with us having any type of physical contact. At least the story is that I texted you, I was on your D, or whatever. At least I didn't touch it. According to your story. I just hope the story doesn't change again. The article then goes on to say she giggled that if anyone needed proof that she wasn't thirsting over him 10 years ago, just Google what he looked like in 2009 and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, a lot of people in my comments last video were calling me an Angela Yee hater, which is funny because I'm not. I just think her reactions and the way she defends herself is very odd. Her initial response to Gucci saying he was banned was her commenting, oh, he must be on drugs again, and now she's saying, of course I never hooked up with him, look how ugly he was. Which would be fine, but we also saw the clip of you flirting with him, so how ugly did you really think he was? Of course, she could have just been hamming it up for the interview and really had no interest in him at all, but I don't think her calling him ugly is a proper defense when we all saw the interaction that went down. After all of these newer developments, I still have pretty much the same opinion as before. Though Gucci might not have been banned, they haven't interviewed him in years, so clearly he wasn't very welcome, and honestly, that's their prerogative. I also think that whether or not they hooked up or it was just flirtatious, Angela's embarrassed by whatever happened, and she keeps trying to push the narrative onto something else. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this. After all of this new info following the initial Gucci Mane and Breakfast Club feud, has your opinion changed at all? And do you think that Charlamagne is wrong for running to interview someone that's only in the headlines for having problems with his friends/coworkers? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, subscribe to the 423 for more videos, and if you like this one, just give it a quick thumbs up. That is it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.